Hari Om Tat Sat. Hari Om Tat Sat. Hari Om Tat Sat. Jaya Guru. Jaya Guru. I have often told you that in Bhagavad Gita, altogether there are 700 verses. Initially a few slokas, I don't have the number right now, is a description of what happened in the battlefield of Kurukshetra after both the armies assembled. Dhritarashtra, the blind king, was hearing the narration by Sanjaya as instructed by Vyasadeva. He started describing the greatness of Bharatavarsha, our India, Bharat. As a good narrator, he was speaking about the boundaries of Bharat, the important mountains, rivers and holy places, etc. While the narration was on, the war began in the battlefield. So he stopped the narration and rushed to the battlefield to witness what was going on. The sequence of events held him glued to the battlefield for 9 days. On the 10th day he witnessed how Bhishma was made to fall from the chariot, hit by Arjuna's arrows. When he noticed that the great invincible grandfather, for whom there was no equal at all in the world, he was made to fall, the sight totally unnerved him. Immediately he rushed to his master, the blind king Dhritarashtra. Announcing his arrival, he said, Bhishma has fallen. This totally unnerved Dhritarashtra also. He started expressing all the reactions and responses he had. He said, I am not able to assimilate the news you have conveyed. This means quite a great deal. A number of questions and doubts are arising in my mind. I feel adharma is greater than dharma. Otherwise this would not have happened at all. Of all the people, how could Pandavas, Arjuna, think of administering this kind of a treatment to his grandfather? The grandfather having fallen, I feel my sons have already fallen. Before continuing your narration, as I am unable to contain my mind, Sanjaya, tell me what really happened in the battlefield of Kurukshetra after the armies assembled there with a view to fight. Besides and different from war, did any kind of a dialogue or exchange take place there? It would not have been easy for Arjuna and the others to think of doing what they have done to the grandfather. Did they not have any doubt, fear, anxiety and reluctance? They must have had. If so, how were they treated and redressed? I would like to know so that my mind also will be redressed, and then I can patiently hear what you are going to say hereafter. This is the enquiry in the first sloka of Bhagavad Gita. Dharmakshetre Kurukshetre Samaveda Yuyutsavaha Mamagaha Pandavashaiva Kimagurvada Sanjaya. Sanjaya started narrating the whole sequence of events in the battlefield. While he was progressing, everything he was narrating. So the first part of Bhagavad Gita, especially the first chapter, deals with all those details. What did Duryodhana do? What did Arjuna do? What happened here, there, etc., etc. But the actual Gita dialogue between Krishna and Arjuna starts from the 11th sloka of the second chapter. Ashocyan anvashochastva. So in this Gita, out of 700 verses minus these, quite a number of them are there. But I told you that there are some independent verses, each of which is full and complete in the message. Here is one such verse. Uddhareda atmanatmanam natmanam avasadayed atmaiva hi atmano bandho atmaiva riburatmana. You have no questions to ask. Everyone in this world has to raise himself, raise his mind and intelligence by virtue of his own effort. Prakriti has given enough chance, occasion, potential and possibility to evolve, to rise in our position. Let the world do anything. Let the interactions bring any kind of an outcome. In spite of all adversities, anxieties, dangers, calamities, reluctance, doubt, fear, ignorance and delusion, everybody still has the potential to grow in his own manner. In this process, what is required is a self-tuition. You have to tutor yourself. I have a mind within the body. I have equally an intelligence. My mind is, unlike the body, very, very vast. It reflects the entire universe for me. The intelligence is elder to the mind. It is the only agency which can influence the mind, improve its quality, etc. Knowledge is the greatest force in man, persuasion in man. So, any problem is a problem of the mind, and the solution is from the intelligence. If you understand this, let it be any kind of a development in the world, it can be addressed and also resolved by the intelligence. Uddhared atmanatmanam. Everyone should elevate himself. Himself how? By himself. Natmanam avasadayed. He should not lower himself, allow himself to degenerate, allow himself to be deluded and fallen. The potential is given to man. The possibility is also provided by nature. What he has to do is, he has to use his intelligence to understand the problem of the mind and resolve it through its own deliberations. As Krishna made Arjuna do, Krishna said and Arjuna did. This is what happened. It is not a question of one person dying or 4.5 million having to die. Any number of deaths anywhere in this world, any time, will not mean anything more than grief, which you already have in the world every day. Let the grief be caused by death or anything else. What does it matter? Grief is a condition of the mind. Let it be caused by X, Y, Z, M, N or B. But grief is grief. But the major grief that you are referring to, apart, the life itself consists of grief and happiness alone, one following the other. So you don't have to say that this particular incident is aggrieving. Grief is your very life. It is the experience of life, part of it. Just see the expansion that Krishna administered to him. So you have to deliberate upon whatever difficulty you have properly, if necessary, going to a wise man with his help or yourself. Uddhared, 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 uddhared. I would like you to repeat this one word thousands of times. Uddhared, 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 uddhared. How? Atmana, atmanam, atmana, atmanam, atmana, atmanam. Instead of doing that, do not lower yourself. Lower yourself. You are yourself alone, your friend, and you are your enemy. Tell me very clearly, are you going to pose yourself as your enemy, or you would like to stand as your friend? In other words, you should make the intelligence your friend. Otherwise, intelligence will turn unfriendly, inimical. Every problem is a problem of the mind, and its redressal is in the hands of the intelligence. Let there be a harmony and a conjunction between the mind and the intelligence. Have you spent any time to unite the two? Unite the two. Have you ever spent any time to see that your mind is working harmonious with the intelligence, and the intelligence reflects upon the I, the immortal soul? To ensure this, to bring this about, your own effort alone is required. Nobody else can do it for you. You have to do it yourself. And you can. Everyone's mind, everyone's intelligence, both of them are existing as part of your personality, only to bring about a happy harmony between the two. This is what Krishna says. What are you going to answer in front of this question of Krishna? Uddhared atmanatmanam natmanam avasadayet. Natmanam avasadayet. Are you not every day lowering your own self, your own being? What is the life situation which you cannot handle and survive? Whether you want it or not, the whole life only consists of grief and happiness. So you don't have to strive for happiness nor for grief. Both are already there, and nothing besides will be there. So the colossal death and wondering about it, causing great grief for Arjuna, was not anything special, he said. There is nothing in addition there. You already are given to grief, and this grief is nothing special. Find a solution for the first grief which is part of your life, and all the griefs will be included in them. What a wonderful message. My dear souls, children, will you read Bhagavad Gita properly? Make it a part of your life. Make Gita's sublime messages run parallel to your mind, and make your home a blessed home. Make your family a worthy family. make the society a better one, the country too, and the world. If one person is good in this world, it becomes the world is good, the society is good, the nation is good, and the globe is good. Remember your potential. Remember also your duty. Remember the compulsion you have. Uddhared atmanatmanam natmanam avasadayed atmaiva hyatmano bandhu atmaiva ripuratmana. Don't make yourself your enemy. Make yourself your friend, your friend, your friend. And tell me whether you are your friend or enemy. Harihi Om Tat Sat. Jai Guru. Jai Guru. Jai Guru.